Good morning. It's Thursday, January 29th. This is the Automotive State of the Union. I said it first today. Today we're talking about the Optimus robot ousting Models X and S. EVs outselling gas in Europe and Starbucks turning it around. We believed in them. I did anyway.
This is like Hero Zero Stories Day, you know?
Yeah, I like that.
That's kind of how that goes. Heroes and zeros,
That's a great move. That's a great move. We're going to carry that momentum right into the NADA show. We're going to have coverage for you all next week, starting on Monday morning. We're going to be talking to the outgoing chairman. We're going to be talking to a ton of people on site. We're going to have live streams multiple times through the day, posting interviews, posting content, posting, I know content such a bad word. It's just such a generic word. Posting the energy and the things that you are missing if you can't be there. And I know it's tough. We're not rubbing it in.
There's a bunch of people that can't be there, and that's great. They're getting the work done. Yeah, it's fine. You know, hey, but we'll bring the energy to you. If you want to like have that little dip of experience, understand what's going on, the conversations that are had, just follow us.
I made a post today on my LinkedIn just about like, hey, how many years have you been there? And a lot of first timers chiming in, which gets me super excited. Because everybody was a first timer at some point.
Everyone was. I was just recently.
And if it's your first time and you're on a dealer badge, you're gonna have the golden experience. The first time I ever went was on a dealer badge.
Just look. Around 4:30. Around 4:30, just walk around with it above your head and see who wants to buy you the grandest dinner ever. That's the plan.
You're going everywhere. You're gonna eat good. Better get your steps.
Don't walk around with it above your head at like 9:30. Nope. But at 4:30 above your head, you're good to go. You know,
because at 4:30, if they don't have dinner plans, they're desperate for a dealer to take out the dinner, and they will take you anywhere you want to go.
It's perfect. It's perfect.
A little strategy there. Thanks to our. What else we got going on today? Hold on. For NADA, obviously, we have NADA parties. Make sure if you're going, you go to NADA parties. You can see what you're doing. You can get a full prompt and AI setup to help you navigate your way. We put it all together. It's all on the page. If you're an industry partner, you want your party to be on there, make sure you submit it. It's free. I've been seeing more of these coming in, and the traffic on the site is really picking up. It's about to hit
for sure
frenzy in a few days here, which is going to be unbelievable. And we released a new episode of our Auto Collabs podcast with Robert Steenberg, Esquire of AutoPay Plus. Funniest thing ever. Why the F&I office feels like a timeshare presentation.
Oh, it's great. It's a great little, you got to catch the episode because the way it comes off is just magical.
It's fantastic. We have a little reminiscing on our timeshare experiences. It's a great time. You can get that at you can just search Auto Collabs on your favorite podcast platform. I want to thank our friends at Amazon Autos for sponsoring the show this last days, weeks, whatever. Here's the bottom line. Your next customer is already shopping. They're not thinking about it. They're not researching. They're shopping, and they're shopping on Amazon.
Yeah, that's why Amazon Autos makes sense. It connects your dealership to millions of high-intent shoppers on the #1 online retailer, including customers who weren't even considering your dealership before. Actually, 68% of them.
So you list your new, used CPO inventory. You control the pricing. You control the entire relationship still.
Yeah, Amazon brings the traffic and lets the deals walk through the door instead of you chasing them down. You can actually meet them at NADA show. Booth 6406 in the North Hall, or check them out online. You know where to find them.
Yeah, we're gonna stop by and say hi to the friends. Say hi to the friends. All right, I think this is a totally wild story. Tesla is officially sunsetting the Model S sedan and the Model X. It's a crossover. It's like the big Model Y to make room for its future. Humanoid robots made in a Fremont, Texas factory. Elon Musk says the move is reflecting Tesla's shift from an automaker to a physical AI pioneer. So sales of the S, X, and Cybertruck are down 40% in 2025 to just over 50,000 units combined.
Yes.
Tesla's looking to produce 1 million Optimus robots annually in the long term. We'll see how that ramps up. That's a Musk projection. So, they might make 5 next year and 20,000. Who knows? He also confirmed that Tesla's robotaxi service will expand to 7 more U.S. cities this year. And when it comes to the S and the X, I think he put it the best. He says it's time to bring the Model S and X programs to an end with an honorable discharge.
With an honorable discharge. So cold. Obviously, the Y is the one that just like it crushes. It's everywhere. It's going to be the robotaxi. They're losing market share to these Chinese brands. So pivoting to something that maybe he feels like they hold the keys to is kind of the way that they're going. Elon, I love Joe Boris on your post. He was like, You really think he's actually going to do that? You know, over the last 14 years, how many times has he said
really
like, by next year we will, and then 5 years later you're like, well, we got one of them.
I'll say this. I'll say his timing is off, but he did build rockets that go into space and carrying payload, mass producing. He did build a company that can bore tunnels, and it's continued to grow and bore tunnels. He did buy Twitter and make it super efficient and more profitable. He did build an AI company. So he's building robots.
And there are robotaxis on the road. You know, like,
yeah,
we know this construction, development, R&D, they all take time, and it's a rough road, you know.
Here's a great comment from Dylan. Can I ride on the humanoid robot's shoulders? How much for a lease? And do they come with a saddle? Who needs a robotaxi when you have a humanoid robot to jog you around?
Running you around.
You know, it actually might be. It might come to the point where like a robot would be cheaper than a car anyway.
Potentially.
That feels like a dude.
And I think the other piece of this is like he's just going all in on autonomy, right? And the robotaxi that, you know, they're going to try and scale that thing infinitely and just try to get people not owning cars.
Yeah, I mean, he said a physical AI pioneer. I think that's the key right there.
Yeah,
I mean, I just
weird times, Paul.
All the movies are coming to true in my head right now.
All the movies.
Robots, army of robots, connected via satellite.
It's worse that all of his robots look like iRobots. You're like, are they gonna be in some shipping containers and we have to be worried? I don't know.
I will say this though. Of all the people, right? Like people have their opinions on Elon Musk, and he's very eccentric, but I don't think most people look at him as nefarious, right? So if someone's holding a stick on it, it's like, no, I really do think he's trying to like improve humanity.
Yeah, that's fair.
He's got a couple
and win the race.
And win the race. As always. Speaking of winning the race.
Stop. Segue.
Time. A little bit of a surprise one here. A milestone moment for the EV market. Fully electric cars outsold gasoline or petrol, as they call it, only vehicles in the EU for the first time in December, highlighting the region's accelerating shift towards electrification. EVs took 22.6% of the EU market in December, just edging out petrol at 22.5%, a lot of diesel. Hybrids, including plugins, remain dominant with a 44% share. EV sales in Europe, Britain, and what is the EFTA? I don't really know what that is. It rose for a 6th straight month, though. Total EU registration for Tesla dropped 20%, while Chinese brand BYD jumped 229%. E-Mobility's Europe, E-Mobility Europe's Chris Heron says, quote, we're seeing consumer buy-in. And I think this proves it.
Yeah. EFTA is the European Free Trade Association.
Oh,
so there you go. Of course, everybody knows the European Free Trade Association. They probably do over there. The story for me here is not so much that EVs overtook petrol. It's that they have pressed in to the bridge of 44% market share with hybrids and plug-in hybrids, which I think is what's speeding up the adoption of EVs. Plus the fact that the Chinese brands are in and they go hard, all in, all the time. The Chinese, BYD jumping 230%. That's where all their profitability is. So they go hard into all these markets. We just saw that Tesla on particular cars is down 40% globally, and then 20% here in EU registrations. The story for me is the hybrids and the plug-in hybrids, and that's what drives adoption.
Electric going in the cars is definitely coming back. I'm going to bring this comment up from the first story. Dave Thomas said, I think half of the people think Elon Musk is nefarious. So my position on that is I don't think so. I think half of the people probably don't like him or agree with his positions, but I don't think because you think about like what someone, maybe on the more conservative side might think of someone like, like a Bernie Sanders, right?
Sure.
Don't agree with his position, but they don't think he's nefarious.
Yeah, I don't think anyone I don't think anyone thinks Elon's trying to rule the world or anything weird.
There's definitely a group that thinks he is.
That's probably true.
I don't think it's half that. I don't know. We're having fun with cars, fun with politics, fun with people, the whole thing. Speaking of having a little fun with coffee, maybe.
Yeah.
Coffee, cars, coffee, people, it all goes together.
Get this, Starbucks is seeing its first U.S. sales growth in 2 years, thanks to new CEO Brian Nichols' back-to-basics approach, though investors remain wary due to continued margin pressure. We've been covering this story since he took seat as CEO, multiple different things along the chain. Here's the stats. U.S. same-store sales rose 4% in Q1. Average order value increased 1%. Nichols' back to Starbucks plan focused on simplified menus and service speed. Margins fell, though, for a second straight year, down 290 basis points. High bean costs and past tariffs on imports like Brazilian coffee still remain a drag for them. Nichols said, I'm most excited that our turnaround plan is coming to life in the way that we envision. First turn around the top line, and then earnings growth will follow. I felt a difference when I'm in Starbucks. I'm just saying.
No, I go to Starbucks just about every day. There's one across the street from my office. I can see it right now. And I have noticed a big difference starting when Nichols said, hey, we're going back to the coffee shop roots. That includes the music I'm hearing when I'm in there. That includes writing on the cups. The speed of service has definitely changed. And I think his instinct was right. Like, people just started to see it as like, I don't know. It's not really a special thing. Brought back the human touches. We've been talking about the year of the human, right? It's not, this turnaround isn't because they implemented some new AI cash register. It's because they said, no, let's have humans write on the cups with a marker. Let's change the music because the humans feel a different way when we play a different type of music. So I'm such a huge fan of this turnaround effort, and I am rooting for them.
Well, and the fact that like you and I have both been in multiple Starbucks across many cities at this point since he took over. That's and right. You think about the ability to scale your intention as a CEO across that divide, like follow it. If you, whether you know, I'm not like a huge Starbucks fan, but if you follow the story and watch the transformation, it's something to pay attention to as a retail provider.
Oh, man, that was a fun show today.
Good show.
A fun 10, 12 minutes to get your day fired up, to get you motivated and energized about the fact that you get to go pay attention to the people and the bottom line and the turnaround and the cars and the robots. We'll see you here tomorrow.